At www.spreaker.com, create your own radio show and find thousands of exclusive radio channels.
Look at Cassie in the chat room. Chris also claimed to be at a party, but he was actually having...
He was having sex with 3 exes.
3 exes. That was some dirty sex.
Some dirty sex.
Guess so. Some real dirty sex.
Nice.
Holy smokes.
Nice. So there
Cassie wants to know about sex and me. Come on down, Cassie. I'll fuck those big old titties of yours into next month.
She got big titties?
She does have big titties.
Really? I haven't seen them.
I've seen them. Not really seen them, but I've seen them in a like a bikini top. They got some bounce to them.
Really nice.
Like they'd probably bruise her bottom of her chin a little bit.
Wow.
If you're giving it to her good.
How cool is that? How cool is that?
Thanks, Rev.
She's going to have to send me a picture.
Come on, Cassie. Send Neely a picture.
I'm a single guy.
And copy me.
Yeah.
And we'll fight over it like dickheads.
Yeah.
Like 8-year-olds.
You know, if I get that email from her, I'm going to open that email and check it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say?
What?
I am loving this.
That's what I'm going to say.
I'll bet. I know you will.
Mm-hmm.
If she sends the same one she sent me a while ago, you will be loving it.
Yep. Nice. All right, dude. Well, we're getting... Yeah, we got time for about a couple more songs before we get out of here, but...
Hey, I'm good. You want to go another hour? I'm in.
Nah, I'm done, man. I've had some adult beverages and
nice.
Been hosting the show and having Mark Kendall and, you know, Jack Russell and...
Right. Yeah, we got to get ready for our news launch on like probably Monday after those 2 interviews.
And then, you know, with having to do so much math.
Yeah, that's true.
Because math is hard.
Right. And, you know, after all the sex I had tonight at my party, I'm really tired. Jesus.
Isn't that great? Well, I'm glad to see the talking metal experts are back.
Yeah, they are back.
Or they're not back. We're back. But they haven't gone anywhere.
No, not anywhere.
Not anywhere.
Nowhere at all.
Except they have a YouTube show now.
Wow.
Which is so much better than the Fuse that's been on numerous TV stations.
Yep.
Those guys, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, the material just writes itself.
And that's just so easy.
I mean, it just writes itself.
Yeah, it's not like we're good. It's that they're bad.
Yeah. There's just... We were already into 7 to 8 minutes of critiquing in 37 seconds.
Right.
37 seconds. It's just unbelievable.
They're good, man. They are solid.
I guess what I can't figure out... Well, I can figure it out, but just the fact that people, just from the people that I've experienced who live on the East Coast, especially New York City,
yeah,
they just have that attitude that is the end-all, be-all place to be.
Right.
You know, and that everything that they do or say is just, like, superior.
Yeah, well, from what I read this week, so do we.
Oh, I didn't read that, did I?
No.
Oh, let me read that real quick since we just got a couple of minutes.
Yeah, hey, we got time.
Well, since Chris has officially been back to the Classic Metal Show
for a week and a quarter.
For a week, yeah.
Quarter.
There's people who have taken notice of the fact that Chris has returned to the Classic Metal Show, and people were not aware that you were. Some people were not aware that you were gone.
Right.
And some people were surprised to hear that you were coming back.
Right.
Because they had no idea you were gone in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So, for some people, they were ecstatic that you're back.
Yes.
And for some people, they were disappointed that they didn't know you were gone because otherwise they would have tuned into the show.
That's right.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So apparently, our good friends over there at Hard Rock and 80s,
Yes.
the ones where our good friends, the gods loyal to Odin and so forth, who absolutely despised us,
Right.
they started a thread over at the Hard Rock and 80s message board.
About?
Chris Aiken back on the Classic Metal Show.
Now, mind you, we're not even on that station anymore.
We're not on this Hard Rock and 80s anymore. We haven't been on there in about 2 years or so.
Right.
But somebody over there by the name of Reseda Country Club started a thread over at the Hard Rock and 80s message board, and we're not even on that station anymore.
Right.
Well, after 2.5 years vacation, Chris Aiken is back on the Classic Metal Show with show creator Neely. I like the music, interviews, and the smack talk.
All right, good.
This show was part of the 80s, Hard Rock and 80s schedule in the past, so does anyone else want it back? I vote yes.
Thank you.
That's from Reseda Country Club.
Awesome.
The next person, Chu Player, CHU Player.
Okay.
No thanks.
Oh,
I'd rather have Old School Metal Show or Hairball John back. I like those shows.
me too.
Black Lab says, definitely not during the day in the U.S. That crap meant instant tune-out for me.
Okay.
Doc says, I used to catch the show here on Hard Rock and 80s on Sunday evenings. A time slot like that would work. The Hairball John show used to play here on Friday afternoons after lunch, and the Metlin Mary show on Wednesday afternoons. Good shows, but my vote is for all music during work time. Never really liked them in the middle of the day. I also really enjoyed Metal Lessons with John O'Brien and John Mahoney.
Me too.
Free, whoever that is, free.
Okay.
Gosh, when was the last time any show aired on here? I've been on board for a couple of years now, and I've never heard one. So I guess Hard Rock and 80s doesn't play any syndicated shows anymore.
Apparently not.
Doc says, some of those shows go back quite a few years. There were others too. Grinder did New World of British Heavy Metal, and Razor Ray had a show that would air in the morning. My point was that I prefer all music during the day. That's what keeps me focused at work, and play the shows during the evenings.
All right.
DJ Grinder says, been listening to some of my old shows while I've been out on the treadmill in the garage lately. Was some pretty damn good music from those shows. So he's patting himself on the back here.
Oh, he's right. He is great. I agree with him about his own opinion of him.
Right. The CMS, I used to listen to it a lot on Sunday nights when I was at work.
Awesome.
For the most part, it was fairly entertaining.
Thanks.
However,
yes,
with both guys, they were very, very, we know what we are talking about and no one else does.
Okay.
Which I found irritating, but overall it was a good show.
Thanks.
I love the show. Backslap, I love the show.
Yeah.
Backhanded slap.
Why don't you just say what you think, Grinder? Those guys aren't as good as me.
Yeah, I listened to my shows, and those were damn good. I listened to the CMS. Pretty good. Not as good as mine, but pretty good.
Those guys not quite as good as me,
right.
But it's me, so what did you think?
The next one, I'd like to see all talk music shows on no earlier than 9 p.m. Eastern time on weekdays.
I'm with you.
I like the idea of the CMS on Sunday nights on Hard Rock and 80s.
Me too.
Works for me. Ultimately, it will be Chris V's call, the guy who owns Hard Rock and 80s station.
That's right.
I miss Metal Lessons and DJ Grinder, which was the show that got me into Hard Rock and 80s. Let's have them back.
Yeah, I agree.
And I never cared for the classic metal show, but I know a lot of people liked it, and it seems weird not to have any shows on the station. So I say, bring it back in its own time slot.
All right.
So for people who were lukewarm or didn't care for us, they said, bring it back. What the heck?
Look, Evil Batman's ready for... He likes you, dude.
Really?
He hates me.
Really?
Look, he thought Neely did a great job without Chris.
Yeah, best CMS shows were without Chris.
That's right. I agree with Evil Batman.
Yep. Nathan says, yeah, the show is pretty good, even though the two hosts sucks. So there you are.
I guess Evil Batman doesn't have any of these CDs. That's why he needs more music to be played.
Right. Because Evil Batman doesn't have any music of his own.
Yeah, he doesn't. You want to share my Spotify account, Batman? That way you can hear some more? Jeez. Really?
Between Evil Batman and the Ghoul,
yeah,
they've got more music than Talking Metal.
Nice.